Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Code and Achieve. In our web development series, we have already discussed the front-end, middleware, and the backend. We also briefly touched on databases when explaining how the backend interacts with them. But today, we are going to focus entirely on databases in web development, what they are, why they are needed, and how they work behind the scenes. A database is an organized collection of data that can be stored, accessed, managed, and updated efficiently. In simple terms, it is a system that allows web applications to store information permanently and retrieve it whenever needed. For example, when you log into a website, your user details are checked from the database. When you order something online, that order is stored in the database. Without databases, applications would lose all information once the server restarts. That is why we often call the database the backbone of any modern application. Databases mainly fall into two categories: relational and non relational. In relational databases, data is stored in tables with rows and columns. Relationships can be created between different tables, and it's ideal for structured data where rules and consistency are important. Examples: MySQL, Postgres, Oracle, and SQL Server. In non relational databases, data is stored in more flexible format such as documents, key value pairs, or graphs, useful for unstructured or rapidly changing data. Example: MongoDB, Cassandra, redis. To keep it simple, relational is highly structured, like a spreadsheet. Non-relational is flexible, like a collection of documents. Every database interaction usually comes down to CRUD: create, adding new data, read, retrieving stored data, update, modifying existing data, delete, removing data. When you sign up a website, a new record is created. When you view your profile, data is read. If you change your password, the database updates it. And if you close your account, that data is deleted. These four operations are the foundation of how web applications work with databases. Now, let's understand how the backend actually communicates with the database. There are two common ways: direct queries. Developers write SQL commands like this. This directly tells the database what information to fetch. ORMs, object relational mappers. Instead of writing raw queries, developers use programming objects that are automatically converted into database queries. For example, in Java with Hibernate or in Node.js with Mongoose, you can simply write like this. The ORM takes care of generating the query behind the scenes. This approach makes development faster and reduces chances of errors. As applications grow, the database must handle more data and more requests. To achieve this, developers use several techniques. Indexes speed up search queries by allowing faster lookups. Caching store frequently used data in memory for quick access. Replication keep multiple copies of the database for reliability. Sharding split large databases into smaller parts to improve performance. These methods ensure that databases remains fast and reliable even when millions of users are active. Databases also need to be protected. The most common risk is SQL injection, where malicious input is used to manipulate queries. To prevent this, developers use parameterized queries or ORMs, secure storage of database credentials, not hard-coded in code, but in environment variables or secret vaults. Role-based access control, so only authorized users and service can perform certain actions. Security is critical because databases often hold sensitive information, such as user details, financial data, or business records. So, to summarize, a database is an organized system to store and manage data. There are relational and non relational databases. Applications interact with databases using CRUD operations, and backends connect via queries or ORMs. With techniques like indexing, caching, replication, sharding, databases scale to support millions of users. And finally, security ensures data remains safe. Databases truly are the backbone of web development, and understanding them is essential for building reliable and scalable applications. This web series gives you a good understanding of how real applications work. Every developer should know what frontend, middleware, business logic, backend, and database are. Please share this video with your friends. If you want me to go deeper into these topics with practical sessions, let me know in the comments. Your engagement is my motivation to keep learning and sharing this knowledge with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more concepts that you are expecting.